Hi everybody, today's focus, I am reviewing FantastiClean Tearaway Microfiber Cloths. A representative from FantastiClean reached out to me and asked if I would be interested in reviewing their FantastiClean Tearaway Microfiber Cloths. And you know, I know a lot of my viewers are interested in microfiber cloths and decreasing the amount of paper towels that is used in their home. So I said, absolutely, I would love to review your product. So as a disclaimer, this is a sponsored video. FantastiClean did mail me their products for free in exchange for this review. However, all of the opinions are going to be mine and mine alone. FantastiClean has no editorial control over this video. They're not going to see the review until you see the review. So let's see what FantastiClean mailed me. So this is the package I received from them. Let's open it. Okay. So this is what's inside. Looks like two separate products. Let's talk about them. I'm going to start with this one. So this says that it is a 24-pack tearaway microfiber towels, wash and reuse up to 80 times. That's a lot. 15 times more absorbent than paper towels. Double-sided, multifunctional. Oh, interesting. Then they have some graphics here, some little pictures that I think indicate how you can use. So it looks like some food cooking. So we'll just say maybe cooking messes. Looks like a placemat setting. I kind of like that. Bathtub, cleaning windows, automotive, your desk, so computer area, maybe as a dusting cloth. Looks like a sink, maybe a kitchen sink or even a bathroom sink. And these little pet paws, so cleaning up maybe pet messes. Okay, and then it has care instructions right here on the back, and it says machine wash in warm water with mild detergent, avoid chlorine bleach and fabric softeners, air dry or tumble dry on low. Now if you use microfiber cloths, I'm sure you're aware that you shouldn't put any fabric softener on them, or actually any cleaning cloth, because a fabric softener can attach to the fibers and that can decrease its absorbency. So we usually don't use fabric softeners ever in our cleaning cloths. Actually, I don't use fabric softener at all in my house. But anyway, also avoiding high heat when drying, because remember, microfiber towels are made from plastic particles. We don't need them melting or breaking down. We want them to be at their peak for absorbency. It does have some warnings here. Don't iron, don't use near fire, which we just talked about the high heat thing, which is fine. So a couple things that really stand out to me just by looking at this packaging really quick is that these are microfiber cloths, so reusable, rewashable cloths that are on a roll like a paper towel roll, and it says right here that they're tearaway, meaning that they're going to be all attached together here, and I'm going to rip them off like I would a paper towel roll. I think this is rather clever and a good way to get people in the mode of using reusable cloths. Since the cloths kind of look like, and you get the same feel of a paper towel, might help people get in the habit of using reusable towels. So I guess my question is going to be, can we put these back on the roll? Now I know I'm not going to be able to get that tearaway again, but can we re-roll them? Or are we just going to put them in a basket after we're done using them? So that's something to consider. The other is that you can wash it and reuse it up to 80 times. Now consider a paper towel. How many times do you use one sheet of paper towels? Once, or sometimes twice. I will say, I am definitely the person that if I just grab a paper towel and just wipe my, let's say right in front of the sink with just some water there, I will put that paper towel kind of near the faucet of my sink and reuse it. But I mean, we're talking, most paper towels get used once and get thrown away, whereas one sheet of this microfiber cloth can be washed and reused up to 80 times. That's impressive. It's a lifestyle that I think a lot of people just need to get used to. And I kind of see this as being kind of like a gateway to being used to using microfiber towels. It's interesting. It's definitely an interesting concept. The second product that they mail me is this roll of 50 pink-colored FantastiClean Tearaway Cloths. Now this doesn't have any additional information on it. I'm guessing that this is normally part of a case, like a pack of 10 or something like that. So it doesn't have any information on here. So let's check out their website to make sure I know exactly how I'm supposed to be using these. The representative from FantastiClean emailed me 2 Amazon links, and I'll include them in the description below for you so you can click on them also. So here's the gray one. So FantastiClean 24-pack Tearaway Microfiber Cleaning Cloth, 18-inch by 12-inch, reusable washable placemats, and kitchen towel rolls, thick dishcloths in gray. So it's double-sided. It can tackle tough stains, and it's super absorbent. You can tear it, and it's machine washable. So this is the pink roll that was mailed to me. Remember, this one didn't have any paperwork on it. So it says it's FantastiClean Tearaway Paperless Paper Towel Roll Microfiber Towels, 50-pack, a 12 by 12. So these are going to be a little smaller than the gray ones. Ultra absorbent, scratch-free, reusable, washable cloth for in-home and car cleaning in pink. All right, let's look at the pictures. So we can see it's a tearaway. It's an alternative to paper towels. Recycle, reduce, reuse. Interesting. I like that they include how it's made so you can actually see it's being made from recycled bottles. They give the size dimensions. That's lint-free and streak-free. We can test these things. And it's washable and reusable. This one's up to about 50 times. Let's also just check out their website so you can see it. Okay, and here's just the homepage, FantastiClean. And it looks like it's basically the same information we're seeing. It's reusable, tearable, okay, which is nice. And they do have a variety of colors. Look at all the colors. There's even more. Okay, actually I like that blue. I like that. I like when products come in different colors so you can color coordinate where you're going to use them. So if I were going to start using FantastiClean in my home, I would probably buy one color for my bathroom, one color for my kitchen, one color for my floor cleaning, one color for dusting, things like that. I like to color coordinate so that I'm not mixing up a cloth that was used to, let's say, clean the bathroom with, then the next time, the kitchen. So if I'm going to replace using paper towels in my home with using microfiber cloths, one thing that I use paper towels for is actually drying lettuce. So I would want to make sure I have maybe a separate color that's for food items only. That way I'm not using a cloth that I use normally to clean the floor to then pat dry my lettuce. All right, so let's get testing these FantastiClean microfiber towels. let my microwave get really dirty for this test. Normally, I don't let my microwave get this gross. Let's talk about the various ways I tested these cloths. I was impressed with how much both of these microfiber cloths were able to absorb. When I did that absorbency test, the paper towel only could absorb 1.8 ounces of water, whereas the pink cloth absorbed 3.3 ounces of water, and the gray cloth 6.1 ounces of water. It's a little lower than what they claimed, but not by much at all, and I bet if you did 100 tests and you average it out, it would probably reach their mark. In testing the bathroom mirror, I wanted to see which cloth, the pink, the gray, or the paper towel, would leave lint or make streak marks, and what I found was the pink cloth did the absolute best at cleaning the mirror. The paper towel left some lint, and the gray one actually did leave a little streaking. So when it comes to mirror cleaning, I would go with the pink cloth. I used both the pink and the gray cloth to clean my microwave. Both did a great job. I just had to wipe away the grime after I had steamed it with the soapy water. It was pretty effortless. I just had to wipe away. Both cloths did a fine job in cleaning the microwave. When I used the cloths for dishwashing, I used the gray cloth to do the soapy water, and I used the pink cloth to dry. The gray cloth did a great job at sudsing up the soap and held the soapy water really well. I was able to clean the glass and the plate that had the stuck on barbecue sauce and ketchup. It did a really great job, and the pink cloth did a great job at drying both the glass and the plate. Now for the stovetop, that was a really big burnt on spillover mess. It was actually tomato sauce and pasta water that overspilled and burnt on the stovetop. Normally I would have taken a razor to it first, and then I would have used like the buffing solution, like the stovetop cleaner that I have. But instead I just used this gray cloth with the soap and water. I was really impressed with how much burnt on food this cloth was actually able to remove from the glass stovetop. There was no scratching either. It was very gentle, and then I buffed it out with the pink cloth. There definitely were some burnt on spots that I still need to use a razor for, but in general did a really good job at cleaning the stovetop. For dusting, I just used the pink cloth. I dusted the TV, the entertainment stand, the top of the fridge. The dust collected on the cloth just fine, and I didn't notice any scratching or anything at all on my TV screen. As for general cleaning, spraying a surface and wiping it, I tested both of them. They both work well. I think it's going to be a matter of preference and what you like. Do you like the feel of a thinner cloth, or do you like the feel of a thicker cloth when you're wiping a surface like a kitchen counter? I really liked using the gray cloth as a placemat. I haven't used placemats in a really long time in my home. I used to use them all the time when my kids were little because placemats contain messes, right? When you make crumbs or you spill, it really does contain the mess. Using these cloths as a placemat I think is very clever. First of all, I really like that it matched my kitchen set very well. I do like gray tone, and it matched my plates and my napkins very nicely. But aside from that, I think it's really clever because after you're done eating, if there's crumbs or mess on the table, you can just take a placemat and wash the table with it, toss in the wash machine, and you're good to go. That just doesn't really have anything to do with their function, but I really like the sound. Tear the cloth off the roll. Let me show you a comparison of what the tearing sounded like from a regular paper towel, the pink cloth, and the gray cloth. Washing and drying them was also very easy. Threw in the wash machine on my towel setting with warm water, put them in my dryer, tumble dry low. They came out just fine. I was able to re-roll them. That surprised me. I really thought it was going to fail there. I said there's no way they're going to stay on the roll, but they actually did. Now I just used a paper towel roll that I had from a previous roll of regular paper towels. The paper towel roll that they have is a little longer, so if you're using theirs, they'll probably stay a little bit better. There'll be less on the top hanging out, but in general they did fine. I was able to re-roll them onto this roll and then pick one off when I wanted to use it. So if you really do like that feeling of taking them off the roll, you can re-roll them and use them like that. Alternatively, you could just fold them and put them in a basket. During all my testing, I ended up by using 8 pink cloths and 13 gray cloths. So that's what I actually re-rolled. I wasn't able to get it super tight, but it was good enough to hold those cloths on the roll. So overall, I really enjoyed testing out these FantastiClean microfiber cloths. I really like the tearaway design. I really like how absorbent they are. They really do hold a lot of liquid for their weight. I like that they're reusable and washable, and for most applications they're streak-free, and I didn't see any lint either left on any of my surfaces. They really are a great replacement for paper towels. So thank you FantastiClean for mailing me these products. I really enjoyed testing them, and I'm most certainly going to continue using them in my home. If you're looking for a replacement for paper towels, you might want to try FantastiClean. If there is a product that you would like me to test, do me a favor and put it in the comments section and I will add it to my viewer suggestion list. Or you can do what FantastiClean did and mail me something. Send me an email, that is in the description below, and we can have a conversation about the product. It might be something that I've already tested, it might be something that I have in queue, or it might be something I don't have the ability to test. So send me an email, let's have a conversation about the product, and then I'll give you my mailbox address so you can mail me something. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, have yourselves a great day.